Hi everyone, would like to welcome you to our weekly review of lecture materials, and this time we are going to reflect on our lecture 3 materials. So today is going to be a very brief one. I'm going to reflect on the effect of micro and macro environmental factors and how it shapes or how it influences business operations, or how these factors affect the way businesses design their product and offer their services. So when it comes to the micro factors, the actors usually are very close to the organization. So factors such as the supplier, the customers, the competitors, market intermediaries, the financial public or general public or media, all these are actually part of micro factors. So the micro factors, they usually influences company's ability to serve its customers from a very close corner. For example, if we think of suppliers, they are one of the mainstay of any business. So we look at all these extremely profitable businesses such as Woolworth or Target or Woolworth or Coles or Kmart. All these businesses that have one particular thing in common, that they have a very strong they tend to have a very strong relationship with their suppliers, and their strong supply chain management enables them to offer their products at a cheaper price than their competitors, and also it enables them to meet customer demand quite efficiently. So that relationship with suppliers helps them to stay profitable and helps them to stay competitive. So similarly, if we move on from suppliers, organizations will always have to monitor their competitors move, their products, their prices, their strategies, so that they can respond accordingly as well. The customer, obviously we have talked about it number of times, their demands and their overall attitude towards a certain business actually dictates the way businesses shapes up their operations. So all these factors are extremely important in shaping business strategies. So if you are developing a marketing plan for your business, the first thing that you need to do is you need to consider the micro factors. So you need to consider your suppliers, your intermediaries, your competitors, your customers, and the different pressure groups. And by considering the effect of these, then you'll be able to work out what works best for you. So moving on from the micro factors, I have also talked about the influence of the macro level factors. So the macro level factors are also known as the factors of uncontrollable environment. So you cannot really control these factors, but they have a very profound impact on the businesses. So some of the example of macro level factors are the political factors, the economical factors, the social factors, the technological factors, the overall environmental factors, and the legal factors. So they are also known as the pastel factors, although in your book they have discussed these macro factors a little bit differently. So obviously in our lecture we have reflected on demographic factors, or the cultural factors, or the social factors, and the impact of factors such as income and the economic factors. So did not really in your book it did not really reflected on the pastel factors directly, but all elements of pastel factors are actually present even in your core textbook. So it doesn't matter, but usually in business or usually in academia, when we develop a marketing plan, we address the macro level factors as the pastel factors, the political, economical, social, technological, legal, and ecological factors. And once again, very important, these factors tend to have profound impact on the way business conduct their operations. Every businesses needs to actually abide by the rules and regulations and the legal framework they are operating within. So that is a part of the political and legal factors. The economic factors, the overall economic outlook of a particular country, and it influences the way business operates its business. For example, things such as GDP, the unemployment rate, the inflation, the interest rate, consumer confidence, all these economic indicators profoundly influence the way business conducts their operations. Then there is social factors, the overall makeup of the populations. So and the geographical shift, the changing family structures, the demographics, the age, gender, and their overall attitude towards life, their worldview. All these factors actually influences business operations, and then according to their target market they change their product and services. So it's very important for businesses to study the demographics, the society, the cultural elements of their target market, so that they know about the customers. And I don't really have to tell you that all of you know that that's why businesses focus so much about care so much about customer data. They try to collect data from all corners, and so that they can understand the attitude of their customers, their preference of the customers. And obviously understanding their customers is in order to understand their customers, they also need to understand the societal dimensions of their customers. So once again, extremely important factor. And then there is technological factors. I don't really have to say anything about it, as you can see that how various technological factors have changed the way businesses are operating now. So even if we just go back 15 years now, so the entire landscape of conducting business has changed completely, and it is likely to change a lot more in future as well, with the rise of automation, with the rise of big data, and the digitalization of business processes as well. So we'll talk about these in upcoming lectures as well. So political and legal factors are usually considered together, and then there is the greater environmental factors. We recently have seen that the impact of COVID-19 on businesses, something that could not be anticipated, but that was just out there, and businesses had to react to the challenges that was posed by COVID-19, not only the businesses, along with the government and general public. So once again, that COVID-19 is an example of an overall environmental or ecological factor, so that factors that is beyond our control. So these two forces together, the macro factors and the micro factors, actually shapes up the way businesses conduct their operations and develop their marketing strategy. Now, even in your marketing plan, you are actually required to conduct a thorough analysis of your macro and micro factors, especially the first part of your marketing plan. You need to analyze the industry that you are operating in, and you need to analyze the effect of the external environment, which is the political, economical, social, and technological factors on your chosen business. And also you have to analyze your competitors and your customers, the targets. So of course you have to take the social dimensions into consideration. So the reflection of macro and micro factors will be transpired into your marketing plan anyway, and by doing that you will be able to develop a thorough understanding of these factors. Now, where to find information about these macro and micro factors? I think even in Australia, ABS, or Australian Bureau of Statistics, is an excellent source of information to develop a thorough understanding about the various macro and micro factors. Apart from that, I would also like you to have a look at business.gov.au. So that's a rich source of information for small businesses. Please have a look at that. And apart from that, you can actually look at various consultancy sites such as PricewaterhouseCoopers and Roy Morgan, and the websites of the financial institutions and magazines such as Economist are very, very handy in gathering information about macro and micro factors. So I wish you all the best with your learning and with your assignment, and I will see you all next week once again with another topic. Thank you so much.